Hundreds of thousands of years ago, in the dense jungles of Asia, there once roamed a colossal creature, Gigantopithecus, a giant ape standing up to 3 meters tall, weighing over 500 kilograms, with strength enough to snap trees with a single swing of its arm. Legends say that Gigantopithecus lived in seclusion within tropical rainforests, feeding on bamboo, wild fruits, and sometimes small animals. Despite its massive size, it was highly intelligent, able to use stones to crack open nuts, and capable of communicating through thunderous roars that silenced the entire forest. As time passed, the climate shifted and the forests began to disappear. Scientists believe Gigantopithecus went extinct hundreds of thousands of years ago. Yet in the folklore of tribes across Southeast Asia and southwestern China, stories persist of the giant of the forest, a towering shadow, eyes glowing in the night, with a roar that sent animals fleeing in terror. In 2025, an expedition team ventured into the untouched rainforests of Laos to study flora and fauna. One night, as their campfire flickered, they heard branches snapping and the ground trembling. From the darkness emerged an enormous figure, twice the height of a man, covered in thick black fur, with eyes burning like embers. One of the explorers whispered, "Gigantopithecus. Impossible." The beast let out a roar, a sound like thunder rolling through the jungle. For a fleeting moment, the team realized how small they really were before this living relic of the past, an ancient being thought long gone, now standing before them. And from that day, the forest carried yet another secret. Perhaps Gigantopithecus never truly went extinct, but has simply been hiding, waiting for the day the world will once again recognize its existence. Gigantopithecus appeared about 2 million years ago and survived until around 300,000 years ago, standing up to 3 meters tall and weighing more than 500 kilograms. It was twice the size of today's gorilla. It is believed to have lived in the tropical forests of China, India, and Vietnam, feeding mainly on bamboo, fruits, and occasionally meat. What is truly remarkable is that we have never found a complete skeleton of Gigantopithecus. All that remains are teeth and fragments of jaw bones discovered in China and Vietnam. Yet from these fragments, scientists were able to reconstruct the image of a colossal ape, both familiar and mysterious. The question, of course, arises: what led to the extinction of Gigantopithecus? Many scientists believe that as the climate changed and the dense forest began to disappear, bamboo, their main source of food, became scarce. Without enough sustenance, the giant faded away, erased from the living world. And yet, even in extinction, Gigantopithecus continues to live on in human imagination. Legends of the wild man, the Yeti, or Bigfoot may very well have their roots in ancient memories of this giant ape. Gigantopithecus is not merely a fossil. It is a reminder of the fragility of life, that even the mightiest creatures can vanish when their environment changes. It also stands as a symbol of humanity's eternal curiosity, the belief that somewhere, deep within the forests, mysteries still await discovery. When we stand before the reconstructed model of Gigantopithecus, we are not only looking at a creature long gone, we are gazing into a mirror of evolution's history and to the unyielding imagination of humankind. In the dawn of a forgotten age, when primeval jungles cloaked the earth, there roamed a colossal beast. Gigantopithecus, the giant ape, towering over 4 meters tall, with the strength to uproot the mightiest of trees. It was the guardian of the forests, the undisputed titan of the wild. But in the lands beyond, where rivers of molten fire carved their path through jagged mountains, another ruler reigned, Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of the dinosaurs. A predator forged in an age of blood, with jaws powerful enough to shatter bone and eyes that burned with primal fury. Fate brought them together in a valley of shadows. When Gigantopithecus wandered into the hunting grounds of the T-Rex, two worlds collided, one ruled by cunning and brute strength, the other by ancient terror and relentless hunger. The earth trembled as they clashed. The T-Rex lunged forward, jaws snapping like thunder, but the giant ape struck back, fists like boulders pounding against reptilian flesh. Trees splintered, rocks shattered, and the valley itself quaked under their fury. With a roar that split the heavens, the dinosaur's tail lashed out, hurling the ape into the cliffs. Dust and stone rained down like fire. Yet Gigantopithecus rose again, seizing a massive tree and wielding it like a spear. With unyielding might, it brought the weapon crashing down upon the T-Rex, shaking the jungle to its core. The battle raged on, a storm of fangs and fists, of claws and primal rage, and at last, with unstoppable force, Gigantopithecus locked its arms around the predator's jaws. With a bone-cracking snap, the king of the dinosaurs fell, silenced forever. The jungle grew still. Gigantopithecus stood tall upon the fallen beast, chest heaving, eyes blazing like fire in the mist. No longer just a survivor, it had become a legend.